Namaste. We are back again after a long break with a wonderful story of anger, hate, strength, and the power of love. Once upon a time, the four sons of Brahma, known as the four Kumaras, had become powerful due to the performance of austerities. They could travel the three worlds. So one day, they decided to visit Lord Vishnu. But they were stopped by his doorkeepers, Jaya and Vijaya, because they looked like ordinary children. They appeared so because of their austerities. They could control their growth and continued to look like small, effulgent, very beautiful little boys. Being checked by the doorkeepers, they angrily cursed them. "You two foolish doorkeepers, you are not fit to remain here. It would be better for you to go immediately to the material world." However, the loving and merciful Lord Vishnu made it only 3 demoniac births so that they could return very fast to their duties. So these 2 doorkeepers were born to Diti and Kashyapa as Hiranyakashipu, the elder brother, and Hiranyaksha, the younger one. Hiranyaksha was killed by the bow incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Varahadev, and this made Hiranyakashipu very, very angry. Biting his lips, he gazed at the sky with eyes that blazed in anger, making the whole sky smoky. Exhibiting his terrible teeth and frowning eyebrows, picking up a trident, he said, "I shall sever the head of Lord Vishnu from his trunk, and with the blood flowing profusely, I shall please my brother Hiranyaksha, who was fond of sucking blood." Addressing his associates, he said, "While I am engaged in the business of killing Vishnu, you destroy the places of Vishnu worship. Set fire to those places. Destroy those who do not follow my orders. Destroy the very source of their worship and yagnas." Hiranyakashipu wanted immortality. So to achieve his goal, he began to please Lord Brahma by performing austerities. No food or water. He stood on his toes with his arms upwards to the sky for many, many years, that his body became like a skeleton and he was covered by the anthill. In the meantime, while Hiranyakashipu was away, the demigods headed by Indra kidnapped his wife Kayadu. However, the sage Narada convinces Indra and takes her to his ashram. The great sage Narada was continuously speaking the Srimad Bhagavatam, which was heard by the child in the womb of Mother Kayadu. Hence, even before the child was born, he became a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Brahma arrived on his swan carrier to seek out Hiranyakashipu, whose austerities was causing fire to come out of his head. And this fire and smoke spread throughout the sky, encompassing the upper and lower planets, which all had become extremely hot. So Brahma had to do something immediately. seeking out Hiranyakashipu. He found him in an anthill, engaged in severe austerities, not caring for his bodily difficulty. He immediately sprinkled some holy water from his kamandalu, and the body of Hiranyakashipu was transformed into a lustrous golden body. What do you want, Hiranyakashipu? I desire eternal life, never to die, replied Hiranyakashipu. Brahma said, I myself am not immortal, so how can I grant you this boon? Oh, okay. Then grant me that I may not be killed by anything created by you, no man, bird or beast, not in the sky or land, neither in the day or night, not by any weapon or demigod, neither indoors or outdoors, neither in any of the 12 months of the year. So be it, Brahma blessed him. The demon Hiranyakashipu, having thus been blessed by Brahma, acquired this lustrous body, golden body. He became the conqueror of the entire universe. Indeed, this great demon conquered all the planets in the 3 worlds. The demigods had to offer obeisances at the feet of Hiranyakashipu. The sun god had to rise and set whenever he wanted. So did the moon, and any of the seasons he wished for he had. Everything happened as he had pleased. So powerful he had become. Prahlad, his loving son, so innocent and peaceful, looking lovingly at his son, whom he had not seen at birth, he was very anxious for him to acquire knowledge of politics, diplomacy, warfare, how to make friends and enemies, householder life, and the intricacies of a ruler. So calling upon Shanda and Amarka, the disciples of Shukracharya, the guru of the demons, he asked them to take his son to their ashram and teach him. But instead, at the ashram, Prahlad taught all his mates, his classmates, the Vedas and the worship of Vishnu. The day had come for Prahlad to come home. His father eagerly awaited him. He picks him up lovingly and puts his 5-year-old Prahlad on his lap. So now tell me, my darling Prahlad, what have you learned from your guru? The little Prahlad considered Narada his guru, not Shanda and Amarka. So he replied that the worship of Vishnu is the topmost. Angrily, he pushed the little Prahlad off his lap and now decided to kill him. Because Prahlad had become a devotee and a supporter of his enemy, Vishnu. Calling out to his ministers and guards, "Take this boy and finish him off." So Prahlad was poked with tridents, thrown off a cliff, put into a room of snakes, but nothing happened. "Take him away! Let him be trampled by the drunken mad elephants. Burn him to death!" But not a hair of Prahlad was burnt. Infuriated with his many failed efforts to kill Prahlad, fuming, he asked Prahlad, "Where is your Vishnu? You claim he is everywhere. Is he in this pillar?" Banging the pillar with his club. Out of the pillar came the roaring and angry Narsimha, half man and half lion, neither man or beast. It was the month of Purushottam, Adhik Mas. It was neither day or night, it was dusk. Neither inside the palace or outside, but on the threshold. Neither on the sky or land, but on Lord Narsimha's lap. Neither with any weapon, but with his hands, his claws, he tore open the body of Hiranyakashipu, killing him and also fulfilling the boons granted by Brahma. The anger of the four Kumaras caused the beginning of Hiranyakashipu's life, and the anger of Lord Narsimha caused the end of his life. The love of Lord Vishnu for his devotee Prahalad caused Narsimha Dev to appear from a pillar, and also the end of one of the three demonic births of his loving doorkeeper Jaya and Vijaya. I hope you enjoyed the story of anger, hate, strength and the power of love. Ultimately, it was the love of the Lord. You could read in detail the anger, the cursing, the austerity, the granting of the boons, hatred, power, strength, and the love of the Lord. The entire drama in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you. Namaste.